hope your front door is locked and your phone is switched off. It's match time, and nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl.
Alright, hey guys, we're back, and I made a dumb. Because not only does the Twitch Blood Bowl League rule set allow progression, which has cost me half my team, it also does not allow wizards, so I fired a zombie for no good reason. Bribe. Babe. Sad. This qualifier, I'd be very, very surprised if I made it made it much further. I mean, if I were allowed to say, you know what, we had a go at it and it didn't work, I would, because I could sure as hell use the time. But that's not how this works. I'm going to give it my best shot, and I wouldn't be too sad if we just didn't make it into the playoffs altogether. So let's see, we have whites. That's not where you go. That's where you go. This is where you go. Actually, given how he's got strength 3, I suppose this is actually quite alright. And then we could go for something a little more like that, or even like that, like this. Because I wouldn't want to go get tangled up in this, being as it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come at me, bro. Very, very forward oriented. We'll see how it goes. No tackle either, of course. Frenzy. Calf? After things quiet down World Cup wise, probably? I mean, I could do tomorrow evening, because tomorrow I've only got one match. But Sunday is Mother's Day, and so I'm supposed to be, you know, doing the whole bake-off croissant, coffee crap. Making sure that my kids cheerfully wake up Mrs. Sage and stuff. So yeah, I think it's going to be hard to find a time for that anytime soon. I know it's not what you want to hear, but yeah, this the whole World Cup, the whole doubling my league matches per day thing kind of gets in the way a little. Per week, not per day. Jeez, talking is hard today, guys. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, instead of having a difficult line there, we've now got a difficult line everywhere. Ah! Could get 2 dice on here, I suppose. Would I rather switch anything around? Well, since his only tackle is there, we could actually swap this around, leave some speed on the flanks, and then swap this around to make sure that you're safe, which also puts all the slow players in the middle, and that's something I kind of like here. Yeah, that's a good start. No, except for this guy, maybe. So we've got a bribe. Don't forget to foul. He's got... No, wait, neither of us have fame. That's good. So yeah, this white being the obvious blitz target there. Yeah, the wolf being out of center does kind of suck. I mean, my frenzy is basically my only weapon, really. White goes down. Fair enough. As expected. He's fine, though. Yakaste, this is the World Cup qualifier of the Twitch Bloodbowl League. So, same league I played the last game, but now the World Cup side of things. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so we're not surfing, which is fine. A lot of pressure on Krolben now, with Manusatra, the good wolf, dead. Oh, he couldn't have gotten 2 dice here because of the guard. No, no, acceptable start, really. So I guess this guy's gonna blitz. Makes sense. No, the witch then. That is 2 dice. Yeah, silly me. I knew that because only 1 guard. That's fine. I mean, it means that we get to block this guy, which is actually kind of good. Gives me something to foul. If we do it with him, then we can stick our garter in there. Not that much value in it. Splits this. Get it solid again. Yeah, so that's this side fairly secure. Stun. Stun's not bad. So yeah, that was kind of dumb. What if we're here? Yeah. That's okay. Because we can do another shot at the guy. Didn't do it either. Right. foul a rookie there. Yeah. Give up a flank here. Yeah. That he could get 1 die on pretty easily, maybe even 2. Would expose the wolf. I think I'd rather keep things as they are for now. Let's move these guys up though. Okay. With the initial setup, you risk a little bit should the quick snap happen. Yes, because the guys 1 square back are blockable on a quick snap. But having those guys there means that the opponent cannot just bring in assists to go and block the line of scrimmage. And that is a very, very valuable thing to be able to play around. Yeah, we've got blocks, so that's good. This is only 1 die. This would be 2, but with no block. Bringing in another player could work, but gets them grouped together. Right now the ball is not exposed. Almost. Oh, actually it is. Kinda-ish. This guy could reach it. Yeah, it's a situation that I'm usually willing to risk, especially with teams that massively outstrength their opponents. If he had guard, no, then there would just be 3 zombies spread out. It's really for when I think that he cannot afford to engage a strong line of scrimmage. Okay, he gets the POW. Yeah, we'll hang in there. He's not dead. He could get fouled though. But at least this guy didn't get blocked, so the formation is still somewhat secure for now. Looks like this zombie's getting blitzed then. And it also looks like he's not fouling. Zombie's fine. So far my armor has been holding up nicely. Basically the lone frenzy in the backfield does enough to keep him from hugging the sidelines, which is good. Let's see, can the wolf assist? He could, in theory. But yeah, we're not blitzing through there. Alright, don't forget to foul, Sage. Do we want to risk a... No, that would send us way out of here. So let's say we blitz this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could send him out, which would actually be kind of nice. Let's say this is our blitz. Yeah. 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 Gonna have to get stuck in there a little bit. Tackle's still there. Let's make this a bit iffy. That's a 2-die already. Can't give too much more ground here. What if we're there? Let's see about this one first. Yeah. So since this is good, are we still willing to foul that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, let's foul that. That means shoring up this side a little bit. Maybe even going there. Going here. Gives him some room on the flanks, but it's also room to hang himself, right? So simply standing here might help a little bit. So yeah, we're just fouling a rookie because we need to get some kind of numbers things going, which means we're giving up a little bit of position. This is the crippled team in the progression tournament. Yes, that's the one and only. Okay, just a stun. So he's got some room to maneuver now. But of course we still have the wolf lying in wait, so maybe he'll make some silly mistakes, right? That would be good. That would be good. Because status quo in this game is he scores turn 8, I don't score turn 16 in the story. That's pretty much what we'd be heading for if we don't get something going. Even if it means fouling the rookie. That's true, Mipperegri, especially since I'm not allowed to choose a wizard as my inducement. Yep. So he's moving away from the fleshies and towards the side where I've got mere strength 3s standing. And standing connected because we failed our blocks. Again, Calf. You really need to take better care of yourself. Alright, gets the POW on the white. Exposes his only tackler a little bit though. I got a bribe and a babe, Mipperegri. And looks like the babe has already got her work cut out for her. Because we are outnumbered. So much for the exposed tackler. Other white also going down. Beer monkey taking a dive. This one's okay for now. I guess there'll be some disconnecting here going on. I was wondering about that, whether he'd send him forward or backward. But I guess this is probably more sensible. He's not in a hurry. Plenty of time to do his thing. Okay, I think that has just defined. Yeah, that's just made a scoring threat and kind of defined a blitz target for him. Two, 3, 4, 5, 10 there. Yay! The guy who doesn't have dodge. The guy who does not have dodge. Lovely. Lovely. So let's see, the guard is in the middle one. So let's say you're here. You're up. Two die blitz this guy with another 2 die if it pushes. It does not, however. One, two, three, four. If we want to go for that foul, do we want to geofight again there? Yeah, there's a lot of sequence things that are kind of iffy here. Say that we do this. Do we give him too much in the center? No, not really. Say that we foul now. This spot's actually pretty good, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that didn't work. Here's good. Here's good. Here's good. And there. On GFI. Thank you. Alright. Elves are up. Still not looking too great. At least we got some connected play going. Got him in a situation where he needs to do stuff to get safe again. Sometimes that's just the best you're gonna get. At least we didn't fail our bribes yet, but losing the whites kind of sucky. Fair enough. So back to the center then. How much can you get down this flank? Not enough, but almost. But only with a couple of players. So, not sure I'd be willing to rely on that. Wolf has reach, Ghoul has reach. White could get free, has reach. So yeah, I don't feel like I've overcommitted on this flank. Too much anyway. Because his players are so far down here, and these are kind of stuckish, that it's not trivial for him to just go and advance down the other side. No, it looks like he is, because he's using the blitz for it. Yeah, I'll stay here, thank you. So, how does that look for us? You could assist, you could blitz. So far, so good. 2 die into 2 die with tackle. That is a 1 die right now. No. Would, however, have to pull 2 of my fastish players to the wrong side of the pitch to get that. Yeah, I think they wanted to prevent people deliberately starting their teams low. Right? You could start with 6 skill ups and have a low team value. That would be somewhat abusable. Right, so surfing this is pretty easy. 2 dying it works as well. We could get that zombie out somewhere, but really, do we want to? You're up. You're up. You're blocking. This part is trivial. Okay, didn't work. Also means no guard assist there. At least this 2 die gets us the blitz in the right direction. But it also ties up. Yeah, I'm afraid that's going to have to be it. Good. Very good. Let's follow that. If the wolves are going to be blitzing, then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want you somewhere over there. You here, I guess. Where do we foul first? This is our blitz. Can't really foul that if we get it down, though. No, get that card out of my... That's not a POW. GFI fail. Rubbish. That's a POW though, so that's good. Ooh, claw! So yeah, can't really foul that. So let's say we foul this. Because this at least we have some assists on. Okay, that's nice. Bribe still intact. And we can foul the stunned guy next turn. So that's all good. That's all good. Also means this flank is a bit more secure. Play according to the meta, yeah, except because it's progression. The problem of having your team destroyed gets worse when your best inducement option gets removed from play. This is looking pretty okay, though. Well, I mean, Fumble removing the wizard was just because they were too eager to follow a rule set that was not yet finished. That's my take on it. Pushes are nice. This stun was actually pretty important. This is a nice frenzy trap against the witch. Yeah, well, I was kind of out of options. And to be honest, that skeleton should have just gone down. He could have blitzed with something more likely to succeed if I had it left the wolf one square out. But yeah, obviously it was a less than ideal situation. No argument there. Yeah, for Underworlders they're good. For lizards, preventing it from getting to a skink. Just having 3 Saurus that each have a Kaz, and then saying, I don't care, one of those can skill. So yeah, the fleshies are really doing their job this game. That's really nice. Stand there, get pushed, get punched, stand back up, rinse and repeat. So the witch is going to make a play to get through. Okay, frenzy does the trick. So we've got a runaway witch and a wight who can reach her unless he's taking more risks here. Oh, she's not run away at all. She's scared and we're heading back. Good. Good! Alright, so, you're up. Can't really blitz her with block. Well, no. You can blitz this and get a great file there, though. Probably just better. Maybe... no, you couldn't reach that without GFI. This spot would nicely lock him down, though. Kind of like that. Two die is good, as it should be. No removal, well, fine. Fine. So, we can foul a blodger. Question is what to do with this. I'm thinking here. Exposed, but with a guard, I think I can handle that. Yeah, I suppose this is a spot then. Three assists. No dirty player. Ooh, okay. Well, at least it ties this side down again. I don't think he's going to make much headway right now. So I think this is actually a pretty decent spot to have the puppy. Sorry, yeah, that's very loud. Let me close the door. Yep, still loud. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're good for now. Yeah, random zombie kills do happen. That's a dead mosquito. Good. So he's down to 3 turns. Pressured quite a bit. We don't need to score. If we stop him from scoring, that is just fine. We have a babe. He does not. Could do with a bit more damage, but hey, I'll take what I can get. So yeah, his desire to 2-die my fleshies is leading him to go backward and backward and backward. Ooh, that is a nice start of the turn. Also, he's down to a single reroll now. He had 1 bench, yes, Smithbergery. That's the tackler dodging without dodge? Huh, I guess he wasn't planning on blocking it. He was planning on tying it up. Alright, fair. I like how the wolf is acting as a very effective safety without doing much. Oh, yeah, there's the block. Fleshy's still fine. Doing its job. Oh, that's the blitz. Okay. Make sure he's still moving. Mm-hmm. So, where does that put everyone else? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, can't get that far. Alright. Alright. Can work with this. Two more turns of defending. Two die into 2-die that guy. Fishing for pals. 1 reroll for the bad guys. The living bad guys. Oh, that's 2 dice with no... Oh, okay, okay. Well, that makes my my decision what to blitz a lot easier. So this guy's the real threat. This guy's chosen to be expendable. Brave. Yeah, he has played this well by putting that one next to me, leaving the fleshy isolated. Okay. Potentially gives me a free block there, although this guy's gonna go... No. No, he's just gonna stay. Alright. So. Do we mind getting that zombie surfed? Not really. Oh, that's a dodge. Whoops. Glad I caught that in time. Let's see how this goes. No, let's do this first. You're here. You 2-die that. Yeah. Yeah. See if we can do this one. Yes, we can. Splendid. Claws are dead, though. Also good. You go play with that guy. I think you like that guy. Also good. Yeah, another KO. KOs are nice. KOs will do. 2-die blocks have been really, really good for me so far. So this is fair. Let's not follow that because it makes punching through here a bit too easy. One assist, still worth it. Stun is actually good enough. How many players did we have? I think we had 12. We have 1 KO, but we have a bait. You know what? Nope. We're not bribing that. It's not important enough. This stun is enough for him not to score, after all. And I fear more for
Hello
folks
there.
who are here. Hey! Hello there, Khremri. Hi there, peoples. Welcome. What you're watching right now is my second Twitch bloodbowl League game of the evening. The first one was a resounding success. The second one is in the Twitch bloodbowl League World Cup qualifier, where I'm playing as Necro, and I was given 6 starting skills, and you were allowed to give 2 to a single player. So what I did is I got a block guard fleshy. Right? Awesome, he's done. Then I got another block guard fleshy. And I got a Milo block wolf. Except, well, I had a bad game and then I had 2 of my 6 starting skills remaining because this is a progression tournament. So yeah, that kind of stung a little bit. This is good. This is very good. He can't afford to reroll that. And that means the wolf is still in play. The witch is gone. He does have a blodge that can get into a scoring position, but really, he's going to have a hard time getting a real good scoring threat going. This one, yeah. That was a very, very pleasant no knockdown there. So yeah, I've signed up for 4 World Cup qualification tournaments, and I've almost given up on this one. The game in which it happened also went from a last... Oh wait, he's just got dodge set to manual. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, I'm getting lists of drop framed here as well. I hope things are alright now. Sorry about that, guys. Not sure what happened there. Things should be okay. That's awkward. Because everything's running smoothly where I'm watching. Weird. So yeah, we're doing the PowerPoint thing. Okay, excellent. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, of course he's got dump off. And I guess that's what he's relying on. Dodge is good. GFI is good. Oh, he's going for the handoff play. Which fails. He's going to use his last reroll on that, of course. Yeah, that matters a lot for the reliability of this. Yeah, looks like he might actually make this. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'd have to make 2 GFIs to put the ball next to the wolf, who couldn't surf anyway. Wait, that's not entirely right, because this is equally far, right? No, as a matter of fact, this needs only 1 GFI to go there. And this one's stuck anyway. Are you going to do any better than stand here? I do not think so. Are you going to do any better than stand there? Maybe. The biggest problem is that we cannot assist for the wolf to get 2 dice there. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be my priority unless things go absurdly well here. I mean, he's got quite a bunch of them now. So I guess if the wolf winds up 1 dying, he can still go into 2 dice. Thanks to this guy. Yeah, that's about as close to a plan as we're going to get. Alright. Do we want to make this 2 die first? Sure. Because value. Oh, well. That's good. There's worse times for those. So, GFI in... Do we want to make that a dodge to save the reroll? I mean, it's riskier, but not by that much. Yeah, let's do this because we kind of need a POW somewhere. There we go. I'd rather reroll this one than the next one. That's not a POW. Right. So, we get 2 more shots at this. The first one of which is a 1 die. Do we want to follow this? No. Because if this is a push and this is a push, I'd rather have him in there. That's effectively a push. That's effectively a push as well. Shite. Also given him a chain push, which I really shouldn't have done. Should have thought about that a little bit longer. Right, so... Can we prevent him from getting 2 dice there? Not really. Yeah, that was dumb. That was all kinds of dumb. At least he doesn't have block.
Hello there.
Hey, thank you, Andy. Hi there, devotees. Welcome. This is the World Cup qualifier of the Twitch Bloodbowl League. Yeah. So basically hoping for this guy to 1 in 9. Oh, he's considering worse options than I thought. Yeah. But... okay, 3 plus 2 plus... Ooh. Oh, he snaked it! Oh, glorious. That means we get one more chance to serve the witch, kill everyone, foul this. That's a lot of things we can do. Could we serve the witch and this guy? That may be asking a bit much. Let's see. We've got a great foul here, so we don't need to foul there per se. Let's see. We shall be wanting this guy out the way, because he's kind of... okay, never mind. We're not doing anything. That's okay. That's okay. We won the drive. That'll do. So, we go into the second half with our bribe intact because we chose not to bribe that zombie because I figured I'd rather have it for second half. His KOs both come back, which kind of sucks, but, you know, it's 11 versus 11. We're receiving. We've got a bribe. Could be worse. Could be worse. Yeah. Yeah. Then again, this is actually kind of bad news as well, because we don't really have a team. We're not going to win a ticket in this league. So if we qualify for playoffs, that just means more time spent on this this probably hopeless endeavor. And you know, with 4 weekly scheduled league matches plus 4 weekly scheduled World Cup qualifier matches, ooh, things get busy. Scheduling 8 games a week is a lot. This is the... well, damaged is... it doesn't come close, yeah. 4 out of 6 starting skills have been forcibly removed over the span of a couple of turns. Thank you, Meperagri. Do we want to Frenzy Blitz? Yeah. Not really. So let's see. Ghouls can carry for now. If we 2-die there, 2-die there, 2-die there. What do we blitz with then? Blitz with a zombie and just hope for a random POW, and if not, foul something on the line? Makes sense to me. Keep this as safety in case of a blitz or something. Blitz with a fleshy. It's not actually all that bad either. At least he's okay to have standing in the way there. This will do. Aw, poor Manus. That looks like a very deep kick, but not deep enough to be good for us. So, step 1, going here. I've qualified in the OCC already. I came in first, although I might become second if the Khremri win their last game, but the second also qualifies. I'm only 1 game in UKBBL, but that was a win. The Rebel, I went 2-1-0. My Dark Elves faced Undead there 3 times in a row, and the first 2 we won, but the third one we drew. so that was a bit sad. So we're still in the running, but we're going to have to step it up a bit. Alright, so don't really need to pick this up just yet. Let's see if we can happen to power blodger. We can power blodger, that's nice. Don't really need to follow that per se, do I? So that means we go there and foul from there. Could even go here, but... So only 2 assists. Let's see, if you're here, then we still have some beat on this side. No, I qualified for the playoffs. I still need to qualify for the World Cup main event. Right. So, question is, how much do we want to protect the whites? How much do we want to protect the backfield? I don't think he's going to blitz through that fleshy. At least I wouldn't. So let's see, you've got 0 star player points. You can be here. And then you've got 5, so you can be there. Just to have something give an assist if things go poorly back there. But before we try any of that, we're going to step on a blodger again, of course. Because that's what you do when you've got a bribe and you're faced with elves and you don't have tackle. You step on them repeatedly until they have no more blodgers. Still not quite getting the fouls I'd like. Time to try my hand at picking up the ball. Ah, that worked. What's his reach? This is the furthest one. He can reach up to there. So if we're here, then we're actually perfectly situated. Right, double check because I've been known to screw this up before. Yeah. The World Cup main event has its own rule set with custom teams that you make for the World Cup main event. Yes, they give relatively few starting skills to Tier 1 teams and quite a bunch more to Tier 2. But they also have their own kind of progression, which is not based on star player points, but rather every time you win a round, you get 1 new skill, and sometimes it's a double. I think it's something like that. So, yeah, quite an interesting format. That means that Tier 2 teams start off really strong, because they have more starting skills. But, yeah, it was published the moment the qualifiers were announced in the first place. Yep. So Tier 2 teams start off pretty strong in that format, because they have more starting skills. But the more you play, the closer together they're going to be. It's not normal progression. It's every game you play, you get another skill. So I think the Tier 2 teams are more likely to advance to later games. But the Tier 1 teams that manage to get that far, they will be better once they get to the end game, so to say. So it's a very interesting trade-off in that sense. I think Necro would actually be a really good candidate there. Each game is a new skill, not each win. Yes, but it's a straight knockout, Corvain. So if you play a game and you don't win, then your team's gone and you're not in the competition anymore. So, same difference. But yeah, risking your early games in order to be better in your late ones is a big risk, because you only need to lose one to be out of the event. That's one way to prevent yourself from dodging out. Draws go to overtime. And overtime is still the same crappy system as it has been. So, a couple of players staying down. First off, let's see, you can get that far, you can get that far, so let's make tackles over there. We don't really need to worry about that just yet. This looks like an okay spot. Let's get safe first, and interesting afterwards. Now, if we block this, I'm looking for good fleshy spots. 2, 3, 4. I think in there and there. What would we most like to blitz? Maybe the tackler? That would block going there, though. Let's be here for now. Okay, so that didn't work. Also means blitzing the tackler becomes a bad idea. So, in that case, let's be here, sure, and be there. Don't forget the foul, Sage. Don't forget the foul. So suppose you carry this corner. You stay there for now. Yes. What's this? That's perfect. Put him in there. And would I rather X-Gauge here? Because this is a 4+ for a 1 die. Yeah, let's accept that he can move around. And now I kind of like this spot for fouling, just because it fortifies the Garter a little bit, and he doesn't anti-assist anyway, leaving me with a single assist on a foul that still fails. Yeah, the fouls have not been so hot. But actually that one stun turn 7, I think, here, preventing that blodger from becoming a scoring threat, did really, really help. Yeah, no, that's actually one of the simplest fixes to Blood Bowl you could do, is make sure that overtime, becomes more sensible. For example, simplest thing, you make overtime 1 by the team that kicked. If there is no... Thick Skull doing a thing! If there's no touchdown, the team that kicked for overtime wins. It's the minimum. Because what happens is, one team wins the toss, they get to choose to receive. They always receive. Without exception. Then the defending team needs to defend against golden goal, which means 1 touchdown, game over. So if the defending team manages to put up a solid defense, defend for 8 turns, not giving up a touchdown, that means they won the drive. That means they won overtime by not having the other team score. They should get the win for that. That simple. There's a lot of alternative options for overtime, but I think this would be such a simple fix relative to the absurdity that we have now, which is, you know, the toss. I wonder, there's probably enough games to get some serious stats on that. How predictive the overtime toss is for the overtime outcome. Dode, get on it! I would expect it to be quite a bunch. Oh, as for Rex's question, there's some pretty useful tables on, what's it called, Blood Bowl Tactics. I'm pretty sure I've linked those at some point. Blitzing with claw versus blitzing with block. Yeah, let's stand firm. At least this one doesn't also go down. Yeah, that's really rubbish. So, blodge exposed, which makes sense since we have to no wrestle and no tackle. For me to go blitz with the wolf would be quite the risk. My position is a lot less strong since the voltage user got stunned, but thick skull means that at least we'll get him back a little bit later. Okay. I should remember that interesting pathing. Oh, this actually makes a lot of sense. If I go down, I want it to be here. Yeah, fair. Alright. So, the only thing I know for sure, you're getting up. After that, things get a little bit hazier. What about we blitz that one in there? That seems like a good idea. Although we'd have to get on those to get that angle. Because we do want to get the fouls in more than, well, not more than anything, but quite badly want that. If we 2-die from here, that means going there, which makes us potentially surf a bowl. This guy's got 1 die right now. Got 2. Yeah, let's commit here. So we're just going to have to accept. Tackler's kind of busy right now. So let's say go here, here. Blitz from this side. It's good. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So that's the plan. We 2-die this. Yeah, well, that's just how it's going to be. Fine. And then we get in here, which lets me do a 1 assist foul there. Fairly backed up. Looking alright. I'm glad I didn't bribe first half, because now I get to bribe second half and still have 11 players on the pitch. Relying on my babe to get me that that knocked out white back, so that 12 players is still enough. It's not going nearly as smoothly as I'd like, but you know, at least we made it past first half in a decent form. Slowly advancing onto the pitch. Yep, that was to be expected. Really viable target there. My only frenzy, my only movement 8. He's alright though. But of course blitzing this away is not something I relish too much. Until you happen to score a POW and then suddenly it's all awesome. Yeah, well, that may be Corvain, but that is so core to what the game is that I'd be very, very cautious about altering anything like that. Rules being intuitive are also not my primary concern, as compared to Rules being sensible from a game balance perspective. Yeah, he gets to choose. Yeah, always happens. Zombie's okay, he'll be back. So my rookie fleshy is pretty isolated, but at least he's keeping the tackler busy. It doesn't look like Tyladrhas is playing for a draw at all, because he could have easily columned up and stood in my way, but instead he's really trying to prevent me from caging. And he has a team that is so much stronger than mine that he can probably make that happen, especially considering we're still 11 versus 11 despite many fouls. So yeah, very, very disruptive turn for the Elves. This blitz would be 2 dice into 2 dice, but only if we put him there. Which we could still do something about. I think that's my best bet right now. There we go. That's how we do it. That's a bit sad though. So where do we want you now that we know this worked for now? If we have the ball here, then we are fully committed to that foul. Am I willing to do that? Can we make that work still? Numbers wise, do we have the resources to make that happen? Not really, no. So in that case, I guess as long as we've got the guard there, it's not the worst to just be here. No, wait, that doesn't work either. Did I mention his turn was quite disruptive? I think I must have mentioned that. Alright. This is going to be tricky. If the guard stays here, we can't do that. Yeah, we're gonna give up a shots, kind of-ish. Okay. This part worked. This part predictably did not. There's a lot going more the way of the Elves right now. Which makes sense since, you know, they have a team and we have rookies. But this is bad. This is potentially bad. Everything's bad. Plus strength Burrow Elf Blitzer. Wow. I'd say that makes for a very, very awesome serve for Necropotence. I mean, you've already got Sidestep, Strength 4, just Dodge Frenzy. And that's only 31 star player points. That is one hell of an epic player. I'd still pick up Dodge. Blodge Step is just too good. But after that, Frenzy would definitely be my next pick. So, yes, exactly, Valena. Yeah, I mean, tackle and diving tackle are both also good options there. But I find that they make great surfers in general, although they also make epic markers. And it just gets even better with plus strength. Then again, I'm not really a pro elf coach because I find that Nurse of Steel is a very, very shitty basis for a team. So let's say if we get a good shot at a quick score, we take it because his ability to disrupt me is a bit scary. Pro elves or bad high elves? Well, I mean, from team value 1000 to team value 1400, pro elves are far better than high elves. Also, Mato, weren't you into fouling? Okay, Wolf is going to get hit. And I guess he's going to chain push. No, wait. Yeah, that still works. Just from another angle. Yeah, pro elves are really not... Oh, no, it's not the wolf that gets hit. It's the ghoul. And, of course, the ghoul doesn't have block. Getting more in the way. There. Still got 2 die into 2 die here, I guess. Because right now I've got 2 assists, 1 here, 1 there, and if I push, I've still got 2 assists. Not that I need 2 anymore then. Right, so this we can solve with a block. Hopefully, this we can block afterwards. This we're not going to do much about. But we can't really get through here, which means we probably have to blitz there. Which means I might not want to stand him up yet. This, however, we're not going to do much more than that. But if we push here, we ruin the assist there. So we need this first. Scary! So far so good. Yeah, it'll have to do. Right, so that was that part. 2, 3, 4. That's not good. Let's just do this one now. Oh, good time for a buff down. Good time for a POW too. That's really nice. Yeah, helpful stuff. So, still got 2 dice there. This dodge is going to be like a last minute thing. If we blitz that, how bad would it be to have this corner? That. How far could we get if we don't? Not much further. So let's just stand him up anyway. We're not blitzing with the ghoul, that's for sure. No, this 2 die comes first. no matter what. That's not great. Let's keep him here for now. So, you blitz that. Good. That helps. Because then we can be here. Here. Can be here with the ball. And then we can even try to provide some backup yonder. No. Nice, nice, nice. No cheeky 4+s available anymore. I mean, he's still going to get in my way. I'm still going to have to struggle to get past. But considering where we came from, I think this turn went okay. Thank you, Rex. Dio came up with it. I had 4 World Cup qualifier teams to name, and then the Rebel wanted my team done really early, and so I named it I'm Bad at Naming Teams. And then I said, Diog, please help me. I've got 3 more of these, and I don't want them all to be called something like that. And so he came up with the names of the other one, which is Trigger Happy Tree Friends for OCC, Wood Elves. 50 Shades of Snow White for Dwarves, and Raising a Family is Hard for Necro. I'm not sure whether he was also the one who came up with the free Maisons for the Amazons. I rather like that one. But then the UKBBL decided that they would do the draw before people would submit their rosters. And since I'd already told everyone I was going Zons, and then got scheduled against Andy, I figured Andy would go Dwarves, so Zons weren't really an option anymore. Oh, I think this one's actually rather good. Raising a Family. I like it. Especially considering how the team developed. Turns out to be pretty damn true as well. Three turns is not a lot considering how little ground I have. This stun is glorious though. Then again, he'll get up just in time to score. Hey there, Argatha. Welcome. Oh! Oh, that was a cage dive. Okay. For a moment, I was really confused. Yeah, tackle, 5+ with reroll. Fair enough. Fair enough. Worth a shot, right? But I think this side has some very, very real potential now. With 3 turns to go. Because this is a 2-die with block. This is a 2-die with block. We can blitz that bastard over there. First, let's do this. Yes, just so. And then do that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could be there, but we'd have to do that before he moves. So like so. I'm willing to commit to this course of action. I like this plan well enough that I have great faith in its success. Alright, so you punch that dude. Yeah. Yeah. I expected more of this one, but okay. You punch this dude. Good enough. Worth hanging on to him? Yeah, it is for now. You fill the obvious gap that we had over there. And then I was thinking... Let's not do that first. I was thinking we push him here and he's there. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks neat. Power would have been nice. Oh, Mighty Blow, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Mighty Blow, and then Claw. And then I'd start thinking about piling on Horns, Guard, Tackle. The first one. Second one, I'd probably get Mighty Blow, then Tackle. Yeah, he gave me a lot of room there. That was very welcome. And being able to lock these guys in also helps. Assistant coaches and cheerleaders are not worth it, in my opinion. Excess gold is never a reason to buy stuff. I mean, wanting to wait for excess gold because you don't want to run out of money is a reason not to buy stuff yet. But you shouldn't spend your money on stuff just because you can. Quite often the best choice with your money is to throw it away. And having that in the back of your mind, that your team value is something you want to minimize in general, you can make it grow, but every bit of growth should be considered, is this growth worth it? And cheerleaders and assistant coaches, no. Yeah, well, the thing is, I do that too, but then I fire them again. So then you just effectively throw away your money. Yeah. Still an option for a 4+, but without tackle. Yeah, I would. If you really want to spend your excess money, what you can do is you can upgrade your stadium. The first one actually has an in-game effect too, because it gives you the ability to then enhance your stadium, which can be very good for your team sometimes. Okay, Ghoul survives, that's good. Does open up this one for dodging out, sadly. Which is still scary, of course. These guys are pretty slow, so advancing next turn is not guaranteed at all. The Troll, Claw, Tentacles stand firm guard, in my opinion. One of the reasons why Underworld don't need guard that much is because your killer, who's really optimized for killing, is going to skill very fast and is going to develop horns relatively quickly. I don't like piling on for the Troll that much. Well, I mean, if you're going to go one of each, then you should probably have a reroll less than you otherwise would. And it's still going to increase the variance in your games. There will be games where you're swimming in rerolls, and there will be games where your assistant coach and cheerleaders somehow manage to do absolutely nothing. And so if variance is usually not on your side, if you're usually winning, then doing stuff that upsets your usual winning will be bad for you. Part of it depends on playstyle as well. I mean, the cost of the rerolls of your team is a factor. If they're more expensive, then it's good. But more importantly, the frequency of touchdowns matters. If you play like Inarian and you score whenever you have the chance, you do not stall ever, then having assistant coach and cheerleaders actually makes a lot more sense. If your typical games are 1-0 wins or 2-1 wins, then having assistant coaches and reroll and cheerleaders doesn't really do that much for you. Right, so now we're looking at this corner again. Getting her down isn't going to do that much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can move this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be a back corner, which means this will be a front corner, which means 1 GFI there. Or just go there and then accept that the blitz is going to be later. It's probably better. So we've got that. We can blitz with this. That. I think I like this blitz best. So then the question is here or there. This one has dodge anyway. This tackle is actually somewhat scary, I suppose. So that leaves this to die, which is not a 1 in 9. As a matter of fact, it's a POW. POWs are good. POWs are nice. POWs are my friends. That secures the cage. And everything else is just bonus, right? This one is a 1 in 9, but we still have a reroll. That one's a 1 in 9 straight up, so let's do this first. Well, that could have been snakes, and now it's just a push. And extra distance is not bad either. Makes it a little bit harder for him to get to me. This one has the ability to get in his way. Yes, and dodge, of course. Is the surf here valuable enough? No. Is the dodge here going to do something for me? Maybe. Three plus 2 plus to get there? Yes, please. Nope. Do we lose another wolf? Do we lose another wolf? Nope, we do not lose another wolf. That could have been interesting, fun, challenging, maddening. Yeah, well, the thing is, it makes for good highlights, right? If you say stuff like that. Yeah. Thank you, Falcon. That's very much appreciated. Mr. Fluffy. I wouldn't say this is in the bag. I'd say he can make me roll some dice last turn. But... And if he makes his 5+1 die now... Yes, Goat. That's actually very true. A lot of the decisions I make about how I play the game are keeping in mind that some things are more fun for watching than others. I said to Zunk earlier today when we were talking on Discord a little bit, I think I could have like 1% higher win percentage if... Okay, that's just a push. This is progressive format, yes, Jeff. I could have like 1% higher win rates if I played 10% longer matches. He's going to reroll that one. I've never been so happy to have dodge. Whew. Look at that. 1 die, pow push. Frenzy, pow push. Reroll, pow push. So good. This is turn 16, Mephiregri. I need to score this turn to have a shot. This is my receiving drive. But yeah, like I said, he might still be able to make me roll some dice. Quite a few of them, maybe. Depending on how things go. That makes sense. Ah, you were looking there. Yeah, no, I have to score next turn, otherwise I'm not scoring. Which is scary. Yeah, push here won't suffice. Brett's were awful development-wise. The addition of agility access on the blitzers, which they didn't used to have, made them a lot more palatable. I think their concept is still kind of jokey. Alright, alright. That's tough. Can we get an assist on there? Not easily. Suppose we were to blitz this guy. Then we could block that afterwards. Yeah, I guess that works. Start off with this, that's good. That'll do for now. So then what we have is 2 die here and a 2 die there. If this one is merely a push, that's as expected. This one, how push is enough. Let's start with that. There we go. Shit. I don't assist unless I follow, in which case we're gonna need that one too. Which we're not gonna get. Yeah, we are. Okay, that's good. Because now this is 1 assist, but this can make it 2. That's not a POW, which is again as expected. Which means we're going to rely on a single dodge after doing this to die, which is good. Oh, apparently I had mine set to manual as well. That was interesting. That was exciting. Skill the goal. Nice. Nice. So yeah, I guess we set up against the one turn, right? Because that's something you do. 3 skill ups now, yeah. My team is not as bad as it was. That's very true. Technically he could frenzy me in, but I don't think that would help him enough to matter. Let's assume he doesn't make that. Quick snap would be a bit of a bitch. Settings, skills, actually. I mean, if he blitzes from here and pushes him in there, that's already his blitz gone and so much. Yeah. Did it get drawn yet? Rebel World Cup. I mean, I played round 3 against Pete. The draw's on Wednesdays. Today's Friday. Oh yeah, we should. They have 2-week rounds there though, so I'm not sure. But thanks, Holy Boy, for asking. Hi, by the way. Long time no see. Suppose he does get the riot. Can we defend against that like this? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Yeah. I think this'll do. Yeah, the Dwarves have played 3 games, Meperegri, 2 practice matches, and their first win. Yeah, well, the Dwarves won against Orcs, and their next game is against Skaven, which is scheduled for, I don't know, somewhere over there. Oh, you already had that link up, Kumo. Someone else can have a look because I'm still. So he's gonna give this a go then. How? That is UK BBL World Cup qualifier. Yeah, I put up a lot of scheduling stuff already, but since I had my daughter's birthday yesterday, I wasn't very online busy. One Die Golem. Yeah. Norse are very glass cannon, very random. I consider myself primarily a Dark Elf coach. Four plus dodge behind. No. Alright, let's see this. Oh, I guess high kick helps him a bit. Not that much. Skills up a dude before doing scary stuff like handoffs. Alright. So the witch blitzes him in there. No, he's... Huh? This was never an attempt, was it? Whatever, we won! With this not really a team, we won. He's fine. Well, he will be next game. Fine enough. Ah, he wants to kill the fleshy. He wants to remove my last 2 skills on the team. Well, except he'd also have to kill Skyheart, I guess. Aha! I do not use stand firm! Ha ha ha!
Welcome to Cabal HD.
Shock and awe, thank you for the subs. So much appreciated. Ah, that was alright. That was nice. I am pleased. I'm very pleased. 40k, no. 50k, yes. And zombie MVP, sadly. Do I validate this match? Sure I do, because I'd like to. Tyladrhas just said in chats, in Discord, playing against you is fucking hard. Did he say... Confirm the match. Yes, let's roll agility, shall we? Skyheart. Agility, please. Nope. Block or sure hands or something. Alright. Alright, that was pretty good. Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.